Companies Act Section 45, Numbering of Shares. Distinctive numbering of shares. 1. Distinctive numbering of shares. Under Section 45 of the Companies Act, every share that is issued by a company that has share capital must possess a unique and identifiable number. This requirement is not merely a regulatory formality. It forms a cornerstone for the administration and regulation of share ownership and transactions within the corporate structure. Each share's distinctive number is crucial, as it facilitates the individual recognition and tracking of shares within the company's records and during financial dealings, thus enhancing overall operational efficiency. General requirement. The stipulation that shares must have distinctive numbering serves several fundamental purposes, each of which is integral to the smooth functioning of capital markets and corporate governance. Individual recognition. The unique number assigned to each share ensures that it can be identified independently of other shares. In a company that may issue a vast number of shares, this individual recognition becomes paramount. It allows for clear delineation among the various shareholders, preventing any ambiguity regarding ownership rights. Transaction tracking. The distinctive numbering system enables the tracking of shares during transactions. Whether a share is being sold, transferred, or altered in some way, the unique identifier associated with that share ensures that all relevant records are updated accurately. This capability is vital for maintaining the integrity of financial records and ensuring compliance with both internal policies and external regulatory requirements. Purpose. The assignment of a distinctive number to each share is driven by the need for clarity and precision in managing share ownership. The implications of this requirement extend to various aspects of corporate governance. Prevent confusion. By ensuring that each share has a unique identifier, the risk of confusion or disputes regarding share ownership is significantly reduced. This clarity is crucial in preventing legal complications that may arise from conflicting claims of ownership. In an environment where multiple transactions occur, having distinct numbers serves as a safeguard against potential fraud or misrepresentation. Facilitate accurate record keeping. A systematic approach to numbering shares aids in the meticulous maintenance of corporate records. Companies can quickly refer to specific shares and their ownership history, which is essential for regulatory audits, shareholder inquiries, and the management of corporate actions such as dividends, splits, or consolidations. Accurate record keeping contributes to the transparency of operations and reinforces the trust of investors and stakeholders. Streamline trading. In the context of trading, the presence of distinct share numbers allows for efficient and effective transactions. Market participants can transact with confidence in the legitimacy of their trades, as the unique identifiers reduce the likelihood of errors in the transfer process. This streamlining not only benefits the company but also enhances overall market efficiency, contributing to a healthier trading environment. 2. Exception for depository registered shares. While the requirement for distinctive numbering is a general principle enshrined in the Companies Act, there exists an exception for shares held in a depository. Shares held in a depository. For shares that are held by individuals or entities whose names appear as holders of beneficial interests in those shares within the records of a depository, the requirement for distinctive numbering does not apply. A depository is an institution that maintains shares in electronic form, thereby facilitating a more efficient and streamlined process for managing and transferring ownership. Rationale for exception. The rationale behind this exception is deeply rooted in the operational efficiencies provided by electronic systems. Redundancy of physical numbering. In a depository setting, the traditional practice of physically numbering shares becomes unnecessary. Depositories utilize sophisticated electronic systems that manage and record share ownership automatically. As a result, the need for a unique physical number for each share is eliminated. The electronic format inherently provides a more reliable and accessible means of tracking ownership and transactions. Official record of ownership. The records maintained by the depository serve as the official documentation of ownership and transactions. These electronic records are not only sufficient for regulatory compliance but also cater to the operational needs of the company and its shareholders. They provide a dependable basis for verifying ownership, tracking transactions, and ensuring that all dealings are properly documented. Legal and regulatory considerations. The distinction between physically numbered shares and those held in a depository also has implications for legal and regulatory compliance. Regulatory framework. Regulatory authorities recognize the efficiencies brought about by electronic share management systems. By allowing exceptions to the traditional numbering requirement for depository-held shares, the law acknowledges the advancements in technology and the evolving nature of financial markets. This adaptability is crucial in fostering an environment conducive to innovation while still upholding essential regulatory standards. Investor protection. The ability of depositories to manage share ownership electronically enhances investor protection. With accurate electronic records, shareholders can be assured that their interests are securely maintained and that their transactions are processed efficiently. This level of security is particularly important in today's fast-paced financial environment, where timely execution of trades and clear ownership records are paramount.